We have Daisy Hagedorn live on Zoom with us today to update us on what's happening in the sports world. Daisy?
Thanks, Molly. This week, Sporting KC had a Wallpaper Wednesday. Kansas State men's basketball earned 2 new recruits, and K-State fans showed off where they watched the Wildcats. To start us off, we head down to Kansas City. Sporting KC hosted their hashtag Wallpaper Wednesday. The professional soccer club interacted with the fans by sending them personalized wallpapers. The fans could choose between a primary or secondary color, then have their own name and number on it. Soon after Sporting KC sent out the tweet, the Kansas City fan base were quick to respond. This first one comes from Kirsten Ann, who wanted the extremely popular secondary color and her favorite name and number. Soon after, Darby Hawk responded. He also chose the secondary color, his awesome nickname, and being a huge Patrick Mahomes fan, Darbs customized his to number 15. It's been a crazy offseason so far for Kansas State men's basketball. Starting with James Love III and Nigel Shad leaving, Cartier Jada transferring to Virginia Tech, and just last week, David Sloan entered the transfer portal. College basketball had its national signing day this Wednesday, April 15th, and K-State men's basketball had 2 highly recruited prospects sign with them. The first being Siri Lewis, a 6'9" power forward from Chicago. Lewis was a 3-star prospect and rated as one of the top power forwards in the country. He was ranked 13th in the state of Arizona while playing at his high school, Arizona Compass Prep. Lewis also played for the number 1 AAU team in the country, the Mac Irvin Fire. Next is a nationally ranked junior college transfer, Rudy Williams. After playing 2 years at Northeast Oklahoma A&M College, Rudy found himself ranked 54th on the 2020 JUCORecruiting.com. K-State Sports tweeted out to fans asking for a picture of their cat caves. It didn't take long for diehard cats to share their pictures with the Twitter world. This first one comes from Steve Becker, who has no shortage of banners, which I'm sure many K-Staters are actually quite jealous of. Steve proudly hangs a jersey in his cat cave as well. Justin Sullivan's cat cave has all the memorabilia around Kansas. From posters to jerseys, he even has a foosball table. Up next, we get to see Dan Welch's family room. Dan's area also has posters and jerseys, but here you can see a signed football and basketball next to his very own legacy brick. Finally, we get to see this little guy. At Chip Dude MHK's son made himself a cat cave in the corner of his own bedroom. He proudly hangs gloves signed by Zach Ruder, a Dalton Reisner autographed mini football, and a 2019 football schedule signed by the team. There's also a baseball, which had a follow-up tweet about. Chip said that ball was given to his son by the Marlins man himself. Chip says him and his son are so blessed to have met so many athletes, coaches, and fans. Without surprise, K-State football had to learn a lot of different skills during this time. Quarterback coach Collin Klein says a virtual relationship isn't as good as shaking a recruit's hand. As far as getting out in the field goes, Klein says we have to be patient.
For a lot of things, I think it's just put everything on pause. I think, we've been just like everybody has. Really making an aggressive effort to try to do everything like we would. We were in person as far as, trying to get as good of an evaluation on players as we can, trying to build relationships virtually. Honestly, it's been great for us to kind of build that infrastructure, so to speak, to be able to do that with recruits. It's probably better than I was expecting, but it's obviously not as good as you want it, being able to shake their hand and have them on campus and really get to know them in person. But the hard part is just it's hard for young guys and impossible really for them to make decisions and final decisions and move forward with things until they actually get their feet on your campus. So it's put a lot of things on hold, but we've still been able to develop good relationships and push forward. So, I think the biggest thing is just be patient, and that's, it's not really rah-rah, I guess, maybe if that's, but, we just got to be patient. We got to hang together and know this. It's going to end. We're going to play football this fall and then when we are able to get together, let's make it one heck of a family reunion. And on our end, it's going to be making sure that, we're as prepared as we can be under adverse circumstances. And then obviously when everything's safe and everything's ready to roll, then, we pack that place out and come back together like never before.
I'm sure there are thousands of fans who are ready to make it one heck of a family reunion. That's all we have this week in sports. Check us out next Friday for your sports news and fitness tips.